Hey, what's up?
Well, I've already started the stream off. Ladies and gentlemen, Bailey is here. Finally.
Hey, everyone.
Probably the most unreliable person I know.
Oh, wow. When they give you new ways to clean the grills, it's a real hassle.
Well, we don't want to reveal where you work because we don't want people figuring out where you work and annoying you.
All right, let me get at these notes. Have you started yet?
I have not started yet. I was waiting for you to join because tonight we're going to be finishing off Real Story of Devil. And we
All right. Do you
we
want to?
left at a good point last time
Yes, we did.
because we left right in the middle of a battle. Don't mind me, I've got some tea. Ooh. It'll make sense why I have the tea. Also, I don't know why my thing is so glitchy at the moment. Is it because I set it up in a different... Yeah, hold on, I need to switch something over. Uh, now, for some reason, having it set up so it records only the Discord was glitchy for some reason. Just then. Like, I was getting, like, jitters in the frames for some reason. I do not know why. Anyway, considering what just happened, I'm gonna do a proper intro. Hey guys, Sidecrafter here, and today I'm back with Bailey to go
Hey,
over
everyone.
the rest of Real Story of Devil. You wanna say hello?
Yeah, I did. Hey, everyone.
I missed it because I was still talking. Sorry.
All right. So what's going on? What's been happening? Why don't you tell the people where we last left off?
So last off we left off at the end of episode 8, where Haru is currently in the process of getting attacked by Shinya, while Isuke was distracting Azuma. For some reason, the stream is very laggy on my laptop.
Do we start again or just keep going?
No, could you check on your computer?
Yeah. And could you check to make sure the mic is still on? Make sure everything's going good.
Yeah,
All right.
I just don't. I don't know. I'm getting buffering on my end. On my
Yeah, it's
laptop.
buffering a lot over here too.
Hmm?
Buffering a lot over here too.
Might be a Twitch thing then, if it's not just me.
Like those photos where you can take like freeze frame like with
Yeah,
GIFs.
that's what's happening on my end as well. I think it's literally a Twitch problem. I hope that doesn't screw everything up for tonight. Oh,
Say something in the audio again.
yeah. I, I, I hope it doesn't screw it up.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to listen to it on Twitch to see if it's any.
Well, good thing I have tea. For all the
The audio
drama.
doesn't seem to be lagging though. It's just the image.
I hope it's not like this the entire time, because after this I have the other thing I'm doing, the Minecraft map.
You want to keep going, or
I don't know why it's so laggy.
is Twitch on maintenance today?
I don't know. Chat,
It says
are you experiencing any lag? Or
is video buffering used a low latency toggle under the advanced menu in settings.
I don't know what is going on.
Nah, it's probably Twitch.
I hope it's just Twitch just having a bit of a issue, and when I download it, it's gonna be clean.
Yeah, because it looks fine here on Discord.
Yeah. We're getting distracted from what we have to do, though. Although, the fact that it's constantly buffering, like, it's just a distracting thing because I have it up on my own computer. Like, I'm actually closing out the tab and going back in just to see if it fixes that.
Alright.
No. It's just... And part of my language here, it's just shit right now.
Shiitake mushrooms is what you're saying.
Shiitake mushrooms.
That's what my cousin says when he tries to swear. It's like,
What is
oh
even
shit,
going
Taki
on with
mushrooms.
it? This is just gonna bother me the entire time because I'm looking at it and it's just like, oh great, like previous stream I couldn't get because I had too much data or like too much like storage taken up, and now Twitch is just having a problem of its own. And gee, I should probably keep the mic over here because of the teacup I have. I have it recording anyway, so we should be fine. Like, I have it both on recording and stream, so we should be fine. I just have to close the Twitch tab because that's gonna annoy me the entire time that it's just not working. Anyways,
I'll check back on it from time to time to see if it's fixed.
Yeah. Let's actually start for once. Should we do another intro again just so it's fresh?
Yeah.
Hey guys, SciCrafter here. Attempt number 3 at the start. I'm back with Bailey for another episode of Anime vs. Rarely, covering some more the final episodes of Real Story of Devil.
Hey everyone.
Where we last left off at the end of episode 8, where Haru is getting attacked by Shinya because Isuke provided the distraction to Azuma.
Yeah. And she attacked with, what was it, a sledgehammer or a mallet?
Yeah, a literal sledgehammer. I would have bought one, but I've already got a shovel in the colours of the shovel from Gakugarashi, and I don't want to start looking suspicious when I have a sledgehammer as well.
Yeah, I remember. I helped you spray paint that.
Yeah. As suspicious as I already am with multiple swords. And a gel blaster gun. There's
So
actually
let me ask you this then: which would be more scary, Freddy Krueger or Edward Scissorhands?
Freddy. Hands down.
I'd rather you keep those hands away. Alright, so episode 9, let's get into this.
Yep.
Starting in a flashback of Azuma's life, Grandma was the one to give Azuma her name, saying that it means an impossible thing. Grandma notes that it's a suitable name for the Azuma heir, but her mom doesn't want her to become the Azuma heir, asking her sister to take Azuma and run away. To prevent Azuma from becoming a killer, her aunt took her to the shrine, saying something in the shrine will be watching.
And to prevent confusion, I wrote the notes with the main, Tokaku using only her last name because of a moment early on in the series, and I'm just like, I'm gonna run with it for this bit. There's another anime that I'm gonna purposely run with for the whole series for a bit as well, but I don't want to reveal what anime that is. But Bailey will know. Bailey will know what it is because it's one of his.
Okay, get me a bit excited now.
I think you know
Azuma,
exactly. You probably know exactly which moment I'm talking about.
Azuma tries to escape Izuki but gets tripped up by her, stopping Azuma's escape. Meanwhile, Shinya is excited to have the chance to kill Haru to feel the emptiness in Mahiru, only to get thwarted by a cell phone to the head.
Literally just
Haru, it's like, you fool, have a taste of my data plan. Yeah.
Data flare, go!
And then just like, oh no, it didn't work. My internet speed was too slow. As in a reference to like when you chuck something with
Yeah.
speed and momentum. Haru runs all the way to a cooking classroom, hiding behind a bench, again avoiding an overhead swing from Shinya.
Honestly, she got lucky on
Shin
that swing.
yeah,
Literal
like with the
inches.
scissors. Remember with the scissors as well?
She nearly got scissored.
No, the knife. What was it when she was going to get cut in that biology class?
Yeah, yeah, the scissors. Just stabbed
Yeah,
him with the
scissors, not
scissors
the
in
knife.
the injury that she already had.
Yeah, yeah. How lucky was that to cut the rope? That's I'm
Yeah.
still just like, come on. Shinya says no one is coming to help with a momentary flashing of her life, showing she's a victim of a creepy photographer when young, adding to the moment, which is giving me Life is Strange vibes right
Yes,
there.
very Life is Strange. I figured you would draw that similarity to the Dark
Yeah,
Room.
speaking of which, I gotta tell you something after this.
Okay.
Flashes of flashback. She killed her creepy photographer, receiving his eye scar in this
Right,
moment to
yeah, that's how
possess.
she got her eye scar. I think it was like from a bit of glass or something. And that's the more creepy version of how Weiss got her scar in Ruby.
Yeah,
Because in
was like,
Ruby, Weiss got her like her own version of that same similar scar from a
but her mind didn't split into two.
no.
Haru manages to slip Shinya again using the blast of a fire extinguisher. Back on back on Azuma's side
Can I
of
take it?
the battles. Oh, you want him? Okay.
You're already reading so much, I'm having to keep up with you. Back on Azuma's side of the battles to survive, Azuma is forced into a dodging retreat. After blocking an attack from Isuke, both are distracted by Kaiba's message, and when Azuma tries to take the advantage, she ends up in like a headlock. Like, like Isuke's got like her arm around her neck. Azuma manages to break the headlock with a hidden taser in the boot. She does like the whole like spy thing of like the tapping the heel, and then
It's like heel toe, zap, zap, zap.
heel and toe, zap them in the throat.
You know what?
Yeah, but it's strong enough to knock Isuke to the floor. So basically, Azuma's just like, "Yep, I'm out." Azuma does go for the kill though, but stops short of her heart due to the shrine memory, running away from Isuke, who can't give chase. So Azuma's survived at this point. Back with Haru, and for some strange reason, Haru makes the decision to go to the bathroom. Now's not the time to take a pee. Yeah, but it's like the best. She's thinking it's the best spot to hide, but it's quickly proved wrong by it being the first place Shinya checks. It's like, you never hide in the bathroom. You're gonna make some sort of noise, and it's gonna get amplified. Like, although surprisingly, Haru's hiding spot almost works until the sound of until a mop drops, and Shinya's like, "Hello, that's the sound of a mop dropping." And but like Shinya's just smashes all the stall doors, but it's like you heard a particular type of sound. Wouldn't you be going for the the utility door first? But when she spots the utility door, she knocks on the door. She's like very polite. And when she goes to smash down the door, Haru gives her the Haruki treatment. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
It, I guess comedy does come in threes. First, the moment with Haruki, then from Azuma on accidentally, and then Haru herself delivering it to Shinya. Switching back over to Azuma, Azuma has found the barricaded door smashed through and goes to a connecting bridge to find Haru when Itsuke ambushes her. She should have killed her. Or at least done something. Dodging and blocking Itsuke's attacks, Azuma jumps backwards into a pre-planned loose pane of glass to send Azuma off the bridge to her death. With the two apparently circling each other, Haru finds Azuma's smashed phone and thanks to the reflection, dodging another attack from Shinya. It's like, they're just like doing circles, like...
Like the ballerina dancer.
Yeah. So yeah, Haru continues running and entering an auditorium, with Shinya quickly behind. She's just like a tornado tearing through the place. And manages to hit Haru in the back. You want to take the next point, Bella? While I take some more tea?
Yeah, I can. Oh no, you've read so fast, I don't know where we are.
There you go.
There we are. Shinya goes for the finishing blow when the auditorium protector suddenly turns on, blinding
I
Shinya
think that
back
was...
into being...
Sorry, I meant to write projector, not protector.
Yeah.
Of
Oh
course
yeah,
I'll
but
mess
if you
it
think
up.
about it, the projector was her protector.
Yeah.
It works. When the auditorium projector suddenly turns on, blinding Shinya back into being Mahiru. Haru thinks Azuma just saved her, but instead sees Izuke waking up to
Walking.
Mahiru.
Walking, not waking. That one
Wait,
was all
wait,
you.
walking. Picking her up and kicking her, saying Azuma is dead. Speaking of Azuma, another flashback shows a lot more of what happened when her aunt took her away from Grandma. Her grandma, being an assassin, already got ahead of the aunt and Azuma, and in a cutaway, Grandma killed her daughter, with her
Yeah.
last word being "forget it all," revealing both herself and the sister will be watching from the shrine. In the next scene, Azuma is hugged by her mum from behind, only for Azuma to get her to let go for good, saying she has someone to protect now. Surprisingly, Izuke chose the window with the most likely chance to impale Azuma, and defying odds. Azuma survived the fall thanks to the tree.
So
Getting up,
lucky.
Azuma heads back inside to save Haru, where Izuke is doing what Takeshi failed to do.
Yeah, like 1,000 cuts. Oof. I want to add a detail here. In that particular scene with the mum, like, hugging Azuma, they were naked in that scene.
They were?
Yeah. They were both in
Oh,
the
what?
nude.
I didn't even notice that.
Which makes this two anime where two characters hug. They're both female in the nude. Madoka Magica, Real Story of Devil.
That's just sick.
No, but it's like blurred. It's not nudity, it's censored nudity. I just cannot believe we've had two anime now that's had that happen. Anyway, picking her up and pushing her against the window, Itsuke tries to choke her out with the collar of her outfit with a knife from down the hallway. It looks like a full, like, speed throw. It hits Itsuke in the choking hand. It's like... Azuma proves she can dodge bullets from Itsuke's Remington 1866 Derringer only getting grazed from the first shot. So Azuma is a beast when she's unlocked. As quick as those dodges, Azuma has Isuke on the ground just as fast, breaking her right arm. Isuke is confident Azuma won't kill her, but she states she can kill now. She just won't kill Isuke, choking her out. It has to be so satisfying when you're finally able to actually hurt people as an assassin. It's like your whole life you're an assassin, but you can't really hurt people because of your trauma, and then once it's gone, you just up and break someone's arm.
That's the irony. The trauma. You're meant to be a master assassin, but your trauma prevents you from killing. Well,
Like
if you think about it, that's a lot like Batman.
She is probably one of the best in the class.
Yeah, but she's Batman.
Well, considering that knife throw, she should be. Like, that was a long hallway toss. And, like, we have seen in the past that Azuma is fast enough to catch objects thrown at her, like what we saw with Isuke. And, like, fast enough to block the Pocky Sticks from Haruki and all that. But yeah, so finally getting a moment to relax. Haru breaks down from thinking Azuma was dead. On the way back to the dorms, Azuma explains that for the longest time she thought living with the memory of people dying for you was a massive burden. But in the end, she was being protected the whole time. Like, how does one just survive getting knocked off a bridge on a pane of glass into a tree and not get impaled by any glass or tree branches?
Because plot demands she survive.
I guess so.
Got that massive plot armor on.
Yep. Sumareko finds and places a red poppy on Isuke and Mahiru, which in her Kotoba represents fun-loving. She asks them to leave the rest to her and rest up. All the while, Neo is taking a shower, and what surprised Takeshi is... What are you doing?
Okay. Nothing. Go on. Continue.
It's because I said that she was taking a shower.
Bailey,
why are you like this?
I don't know how I was raised.
Don't worry,
anyway.
I'm exactly the same as you, so don't worry. I wouldn't go that far in a joke, but yeah. But yeah, what surprised Takeshi is revealed to be a full body tattoo. Like, she is, like, head to, like, neck to toe tattooed up. Including her arms and legs. That would hurt. Getting your arms and legs, like your hands tattooed, your feet tattooed, your neck. Like, there's a lot of sensitive areas on the body. And like, because I don't remember if, I didn't really look, but I don't know if part of the tattoo was like on her lady parts.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to be polite here. Because it's a full body tattoo, but I just didn't look in detail to see if it was any particular areas were not touched. I know her stomach wasn't, and so like the middle area of her body wasn't touched by the tattoo that much. I really should stop, shouldn't I?
If you want.
But yeah, it's like this tattoo is a clear indication that Neo is part of something in a big way. And with that particular point, we've reached the end of episode 9, with our title episode being Mune no Naka ni Iro no wa Tuishi? No, Suishi, I think.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I've got it, which is like what dwells in your heart makeup test. And this time around, I think a different answer was in order with A, which is love, and ties into Azuma's mum and letting go and all that stuff, and letting Azuma do what she needs to protect Haru. What do you think a good answer would be?
I'm not too sure. Give me a minute. Let me think. What would a good answer be?
Are you really trying to buy time? Or are you actually having
No,
to think?
what was your answer?
Love.
Okay, well, I got nothing.
I feel like both the answers I gave to this particular question are really good answers. I'm gonna pull this closer to me now.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
pause.
Should I continue?
Yeah, continue. Give me like 30 seconds.
So we're back in the classroom for episode 10. Isuke's desk has red carnation buds, which in Hakutoba represents a few things like fascination and distinction, but the most important being love, in particular maternal love, which really does tie into Isuke's family dynamic. Meanwhile, Shinya / Mahiru's desk has a combination of moonflowers and Japanese bindweeds. This one is a bit of a harder one to find something for, because they're both variants of morning glories, and in Hakutoba they represent bonds, or in more general terms, a strong bond. Yeah. So, Nia is enjoying seeing Ataru finally losing school, with there only being 4 students left. Sumireko decides to casually approach Haru and hands over an invitation to a tea party, but before Haru can read it, Azuma snatches the black envelope and reads it herself.
And what does she read?
Well, it's just a tea party invitation. It just happens to be in a black envelope. Meanwhile, we're joining Takeshi for the briefest moment mid-prison break. So she's gone to prison and has broken out of prison in like what has to be like a week or something, or however long we've been at the school. And she says she's ready. She's looking forward to trying to kill Haru again. She really wants to kill Haru for some reason.
She's ready.
She's not going to get the reward this time. She's just doing it because she can. It's like
the thrill of the hunt.
I think it might be because she's like the one that got away at this point.
Oh, yeah.
But back over with Sumireko. And she's preparing for her tea party with Haru and only Haru. By going over a list of tea ingredients of dimbula, orange peel, lemongrass, hibiscus, heather flower, and fragrant rose hips. I looked up what dimbula is. It's actually a fairly high grade ingredient that only grows in one location, I think.
Can you get it in this country, or?
I could have ordered it, but I decided not to. It's again, it might, for all the things I have done for episodes, including buying a whole shovel and painting it in the colors from Gekigarashi. I would have got the tea, but I feel like it just would have taken too long to get here in time for tonight. You want to take the next point, Bailey?
Sure can.
By the way, this is why I have tea. For Sumureke.
Okay, and Twitch is still bugging out, by the way.
Well, we should be fine.
Haru prepares for the tea party by having a shower, and she feels confident she can convince Sumariko to not kill her. Imagine the amount of cockiness you'd have to feel in yourself to be like, I can convince an assassin not to kill me.
Yeah. See,
Mm.
it's like trying to convince a chicken not to lay an egg. When they're mid laying an egg. Continue.
Okay. Sorry, I just got a message. Azuma lightly scolds her for being so carefree, but says it's still worth a try. The chairman is watching through a secret camera when she's interrupted by Ataru knocking on the door. She asks through a speaker into the fake office
Yeah.
what Ataru is there about, and it's about Black Class wondering if he's incompetent at his job since there are only 4 students left. She responds, saying he's the best teacher for Black Class, the only one they could trust with Black Class. While Takeshi has finally gotten back to Miyoji, Haru receives a special outfit from Sumariko to wear to the tea party. And can we just talk about that outfit? That is just...
It's a nice outfit.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
What? What are you gonna say, huh?
Never mind. Azuma
Those
is keen to
revealing?
double check the outfit for anything. Yes,
Oh my... Bailey.
quite revealing. Azuma is keen
You
to
don't know
double
anything
check the
about being a
outfit.
female, huh?
No, I don't. I'm a man, but I'm not a man's man. Azuma is keen to double check the outfit for anything hidden before Haru even touches it. Just as Takeshi gets outside dorm room 1, Sumariko catches her getting ready to attack. Takeshi strikes out at Sumariko, but she casually blocks, takes away, and crushes the scissors with one hand.
Let me quickly check the recording.
Yeah, it's still lagging.
No,
recording it.
the Discord. Oh no, yeah, we're still going good. Nope, the encoding overloaded.
Still going strong?
No, the end. The. Oh my. I hope we're still good. Is the stream still up? At least?
Yeah, but it's lagging.
The encoder overloaded on OBS. So basically, we're on a hope and a prayer right now with Twitch. Essentially. Anyways, let's just continue. If it messes up, it messes up, and we'll probably have to do it tomorrow night. Annoyingly. Azuma and Haru take the elevator to the tea party, completely unaware that Takeshi was even right outside their room. Sumariko welcomes Haru to the top floor, renovated somehow in just one day. Like, the renovations just for this one assassination attempt is ridiculous. And just for today, for the tea party, and makes mention of Azuma's presence with annoyance. She's just like, I see you're here too. It's like, you can tell, you can taste the disdain in that voice, can't ya?
Yeah.
Haru says she can't attend the party without Azuma, leaving Sumariko's hands a bit tied up on like, yeah, I can't kick this person out of the party. situation. And Sumereko invites them both into the main hall, where the other assassins are there for the party. Or at least their dolls. Except for Takeshi, who is currently restrained with a straitjacket. The only one not at the party is Neo. I wonder why she's not there. And I wonder what her outfit would be, considering she has the whole tattoo thing going on. Because she would need something that covers it all up, right? And suddenly, the door's locked behind Asuma and Haru, sealing them into the party. This is going to be one deadly party now. The type of party we like, right?
Yeah.
All the puppets spring to life to try to drink their tea and saying how good it is. Along with how fabulous the cups are and how good the tea cakes are. And Sumereko decides to entertain Asuma with the riddle Hatara Kibachi to Usagi no Kyotsutan wa nani deshoka? Or what do the worker bee and the rabbit have in common? When Asuma asks what she means, Sumereko says, that's why it's a riddle. It makes you think. I don't think this anime understands what riddles are. Right? I'm not crazy, am I?
No.
Can you take the next
But
point
then
while
again,
I'm stuck pondering why this show has riddles?
alright, just to make sure I'm not crazy, where are we?
We're right there.
Alright, where?
Do you not see my thing flashing?
There we go, I see it.
You just
Haru
messing with
gets
me
directly.
again?
Yes. Haru gets directly to the point of wanting to end the Black Class game, not wanting more bloodshed, offering to grant whatever Sumeriko wants.
Sumereko.
However, Sumeriko just says that she and Haru are of the same clan, suggesting a riddle version would have them be the giant hornet and the joyous spider.
I wonder what that riddle
She
would
also,
be.
she also mentions how Haru's eyes are the eyes of a queen who's been through hell many times. Sumeriko announces herself to be the stronger queen over Haru, presenting her assassination notice. She's not going to leave them unarmed, though automatic wars presenting many different types of weapons from knives and bazookas.
From
As soon as
knives to guns to bazookas. We have it all here. Come on down to the shop and get yourself a bazooka to blow someone else up.
Sumeriko announces she's ready to begin, the puppets come to life and start attacking Azuma, and she's quick to gun them down. While all the fighting is going down, Ataru walks into the study hall expecting to see his students, but no one is there. With Azuma distracted by the puppets, Sumeriko takes the opportunity to lower a glass wall between Azuma and Haru so she can kill in peace. Azuma lassos Sumeriko's legs and pulls her back towards the glass wall, getting Sumeriko on her side.
If only Azuma just stopped midway. Just let her get crushed by the glass.
You think that'd solve all our problems?
Yeah, it would. But apparently she just wants the thrill of the fight. However, when Sumereko jumps at Azuma, Azuma tries shooting her, only for Sumereko's arms to deflect the bullet. She's just like full on like X-Man, like deflect. And Sumereko proves herself to be strong enough to crush Azuma's gun and punch holes in concrete. She decides to reveal her true form, flexing her clothes off to reveal robotic arms and legs. Acting like a spider in some of her attacks. She's just like on the walls. My main question on the flexing off the clothes, why that outfit? Just, do we have to have the most revealing outfit for your assassination attempt? You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Just, ugh. We're watching anime for plot, aren't we?
Yeah.
In moments of flashback for Sumireko, it's shown that she survived some unknown event. Like, we sort of see it, but we don't actually see what happened. The operation for her robotic limbs and the core to operate it, and her getting used to new limbs, like the whole like PT stuff, which is physical therapy, if you didn't know. Like the same stuff we saw. What was his name from Erased?
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, how they have like the bars that you use to try and get your legs working, and like your arms as well.
Yeah.
Azuma grabs a knife for defense, but it gets kicked away, right into a position for Takeshi to get free and join the fight. Even though it's a quick bout of the two assassins, Takeshi damages Sumireko's right arm before getting kicked into the glass. This glass is strong. if a whole person can get kicked into it and not break. Creating some distance between herself and Azuma, Sumireko outfits herself with a new arm. She also answers the riddle she asked Azuma earlier, saying that what the worker bee and rabbit have in common is that they would give up their life for the sake of the queen bee. Meanwhile, we got Neo doing her little sneaky sneak, and she sneaks her way into the battle room, only to see Takeshi inside the room and drags her out. She's just like, we can't have you in here. Yoink!
He knows too much.
You know too much. Sumireko takes many shots at Azuma, but Azuma turns the tables on her by grabbing a Taurus Raging Bull handgun. And yes, I made sure I looked up the, there's actual websites that keep track of weapons in anime that I went to for that. And hiding behind the Banba puppet and blindly shooting the chandelier. Unfortunately, Sumireko returns the chandelier like a frisbee straight to Azuma's body. It's just like a full-on gut punch with a chandelier. Again, how does Azuma survive a chandelier to the gut?
If he's wearing lots of plot up. It
No,
does wonders for the skin.
But it's also, I guess maybe the wall, like the pillars of the room, like the the sort of like the edge pillars, like the pillars built into a wall. They might have protected Azuma's body from the full impact by getting caught by it.
Mm.
You want to take the next 2 points?
I can, but before I do, what you were saying about the queen bee and the worker bee earlier,
Yeah.
did you know that there is a bee that can produce milk?
No, we are not saying that joke on stream.
Damn. Oh, maybe next time.
Didn't you already say that?
I know, but why should I let the classics die?
Because we're in the middle of recording.
Alright. On the roof, she commends Haru for the amount of damage he has done to her.
Wrong one.
Oh,
Previous one.
Wait, you sure?
This one. No,
Oh, previous one, okay.
this one.
Thinking of an idea to save Azuma, Haru grabs a rocket launcher, but not to shoot the glass with, instead shooting the locked door and escaping, which does work to get Sumariko's attention. Haru then tricks Sumariko into thinking she's in the elevator, so that when she jumps down and starts shooting, Haru surprises her with a bunch of grenades from above. Sumariko survives the blast and climbs the wall after Haru.
Yeah.
On the roof, she commends Haru for the amount of the damage she has done to her. Sumariko tries to kill Haru with her finger wire claws, but she doesn't count on Haru dodging at the last second,
Like,
so that they get wrapped around the railing.
honestly,
Haru then
sorry, but honestly, she just sidesteps it. Literal sidestep for the win.
yeah. Haru then grabs and drags her over the roof edge so that the both of them are hanging by the wire. She then follows up with a bunch of heel stomps until Sumariko falls.
Like, apparently Haru didn't need Azuma this entire time.
Apparently
Because,
not.
like, with against the toughest person so far, Haru literally sidesteps an attack, runs up to her, and drags her. Like, probably one of the heaviest characters, considering the robotic limbs. Drags her to the edge and tosses them both over, just so that she can just kick her arm off. Like, what? What in the world is that? Like, you'd never like, I did not even, I forgot that happened, and I am still dumbfounded that that happens. Oh my.
You and me both.
So yeah,
Yeah, so good. Yeah.
while still being crushed by the chandelier, because, like, it's just sitting on her, Azuma gets another riddle from Kaiba, which is Jo the Jo wa dare, or who is the queen? When Haru comes to Azuma's aid, she asks Haru what Sumiriko meant by Queen Bee, but Haru doesn't answer. And with episode title being exactly that riddle that I just read of who is the queen, I feel like there's only one solid answer here, and that's Haru herself. Like, it's not, this one's not even a riddle, it's literally just a question. Because a question can make you think as well, can't it? How are we going on the stream, by the way?
Stream looks good. So, were you asking me a question, or was that rhetorical?
I was, like, a question is in the similar vein as a riddle, because you have to think of the answer. Right?
Yeah, it looks better now. There's a bit of lag, but it's not buffering as much.
I'm just going to take a quick moment to check everything's good. Oi! You did let me know the chat was going? You didn't let me know the chat was popped off? I gotta
I thought
pull
you were
up my
paying
chat.
attention to all that.
Well, considering that I should be paying attention to the chat. Hello, Axo. Yeah, for some reason Twitch has been a bit laggy, because, like, earlier Bailey was saying we sounded really good and all that. Like, it looked perfect on Discord. It's just that it's a bit laggy on stream for some reason. Although right now, what I'm looking at, it's not buffering. I think Twitch has gone over its buffer problem. You want to start us off with number 11? Episode number 11?
I sure can.
Because we're
Today's
nearly at the
lesson
end.
from yeah, today's lesson from Ataru is about how the queen bee uses a primer pheromone unique to her to assume leadership over the other worker bees. Oh, that's like got to be the best job for the queen bee. All she has to do is just sit around getting laid all day.
She just has to smell nice.
Yeah.
She's
Um.
literally like one of those French girls.
Oh yeah.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
That was a Titanic reference, right? You know that
Yep.
comes from Titanic. That old woman. I gotta say that Rose. She was the villain of that movie.
Really?
Yeah, she cheats on her fiance with a homeless man, gets him to draw her naked, and then she writes a snide remark on the comment on the photo to her fiance, and deliberately leaves it in his safe for him to find. That's
Yes,
pure
but
psychotic behavior.
here's the thing. If you've watched film theory, Titanic is
Jack the
also
time
a time
traveler.
travel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good theory.
Yeah, it's a really good one. A film theory.
Yeah, yeah. This pheromone allows the queen bee to assign tasks such as maintaining and defending the nest. On Sumariko's desk are pink Iceland poppies, which in Hana Kotoba represents comfort. After class, Neo announces an official meeting from the orientation at midnight to
The true
Azuma and Haru.
orientation.
True orientation, yeah. Prepared to reveal the truth behind the black class, although Haru already seems to know what's going on.
I feel like my stream's a
Over
bit
lunch,
behind, actually.
Over lunch, Haru decides to talk about what Sumariko was bringing up last night before getting rudely interrupted by Neo telling them to wait for tonight and say that they won. Azuma suddenly leaves the table to deal with her own things, confident that there's no one left to attack. On the roof, Azuma shoots Kaiba Boy a message about the real orientation and reflects on what Sumariko said, believing it to be a bluff. Meanwhile, Haru and Neo talk about what comes after the black class and how the chairwoman will clean up the mess and how that the chairwoman and Haru are related. However, Haru has never met her or many of her clan. As Neo points out, Haru belongs in the world of broad daylight, unlike the assassins. That night, the meeting happens and Azuma and Haru get to meet the chairwoman, Yuri Michi, for the first time. Azuma rudely interrupts Yuri's polite cheer for their success for beating the black class to ask about what the black class is really about. Yuri responds by explaining what an initiation is, how it's an ordeal someone is subjected to at a certain age to enter as a member of a society. Black Class's true purpose was to see if Haru could survive against 12 assassins. The clan Haru is a part of spans to all corners of the world, influencing everything that happens from politics to education. And like bees, the one to unify the group is the primer, a rare trait that appears only in the women of the clan as a special kind of charisma. This trait also explains why Haru has been targeted her entire life and why no one behind the black class was surprised when Azuma became Haru's guardian.
Can we pause for a minute? I think the stream is behind for some reason, even though it
Yeah,
says
it's
that
no
it's
longer
not.
lagging like it was before, but it's behind by a few seconds.
Oh no, for me it's like really far behind. Like, I'm watching it back and it's only just recently done the. Like, it's only just shown the joke that I made. The Titanic joke I made. I don't know why it's that far behind. Like, it's not that far behind for you, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Like, how far behind is it on your screen?
Let me take a look. You're up on Twitch. You're up to the part where you're talking about film theory on Titanic. We're like
I
way lagging
I
behind.
don't know what is going on with Twitch. Might have to end up splitting this particular stream into this for one stream and then the other one for the other stream, for some reason.
So what do you want to stop now?
No, like we'll get to the end of this, and then I'll have to stop and then start up again. Because it's
Okay.
weird, isn't it? Anyway, Haru springs to life to argue she is not a primer. That she was told everything would be over by going through this ordeal. Again, Yuri asks just how Haru survived against 12 assassins if she has no special power. Especially since so many people have died for her sake. Haru runs away from the meeting, but Yuri tells Neo to leave her be and asks Azuma what her desire is. She doesn't expect an answer straight away, allowing Azuma to come up with an answer, knowing Neo still has to have her go at Haru. It's like false sense of security almost to actually kill her, like to kill Haru. Back at Dawn 1, Haru talks about knowing there were special primers in her clan, but never suspected of herself of being one, mainly due to her family was nowhere close to the main core of the clan. Recalling the info from the meeting, Azuma notes that Haru didn't need to manipulate everyone, just her. Haru says she didn't want Azuma as her enemy, meaning Haru has no evidence to prove she subconsciously influenced Azuma to her side. It's like we're driving a bit of a wedge between our two big characters, essentially. Azuma goes to the computer room to have a video call with Kaiba, asking if he knew the true purpose of the Black Class. Kaiba teases back, saying the point of the question is pointless, and reveals that all the riddles had no right answers. Although I proved Kaiba wrong by coming up with some good answers, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
The only place for Azuma to potentially find answers is within her. Haru decides to visit Neo for her to take her to the Chairwoman Yuri, all while Azuma gets back to door 1 and has a shower, reflecting on all the assassin's desires and realizations. She wonders why she decided to protect Haru in the first place, not able to come up with an answer. The final riddle from Kaiba is Yueni Sakai wa blank ni Michite iru, or therefore the world is full of blank. Meeting with Yuri, Haru says she will not join the clan and that she does not have the power to control people, only wanting a normal life. Like, let her have a normal life, essentially. And with that answer, Yuri orders Neo to take Haru to a special location way below the school, known as the cemetery. The cemetery doesn't have the bodies of clan members buried there, it's just their names. Mojo Private School was built on top of this place of burial because there's always laughter at the school, and that laughter consoles the souls of the dead. Neo relates with Haru, talking to her about being born with a special power. Like how being born with a special power can be lonely. It's much like how lonely Neo was in the world until Yuri saved her. Neo gives Haru some time in the cemetery to think things over. While walking around, Haru finds the names of her family etched in its own spot, thinking about when they were all alive. Azuma finds Haru in the cemetery with a katana in hand. saying she's glad to have met Haru and how she changed her life. That's why she knows her That's why she shows her assassination notes to Haru, ready to kill her. With the episode being... Oh yeah, so that's the end of episode 11. And with the episode title being Kotohogi no Ato Nanori no Miwakekata, or how to teleport a felicitation from a curse. This is the only one I couldn't come up with an answer for.
You don't?
I don't have an
You
answer.
mean for the life is full of
No,
blank?
for
Or,
the title episode for this episode, for episode 11.
okay.
I did not have an answer. Don't worry, I have an answer for the last episode. And I have a really good one for it.
Alright.
If you want to get to it quickly, start us off with episode 12, Bailey.
Alright. Azuma reflects on everything she knows, everything that brought her to this choice to kill Haru. It's because she couldn't kill before that led her to protecting Haru. But now that she can kill her, Azuma shows she's serious by giving Haru a new scar on her forehead. Once again, Kaiba Boy wonders what Azuma's choice will be between killing, dying, or everyone surviving just like in the beginning, but also wants her to look beyond the choices given. Azuma tries striking down Haru, but she survives the strike by tripping down the step. He's even given the chance to ask if Azuma is going to kill her because of her betrayal. Azuma answers that this was the only way to prove that she wasn't
Why are you
influenced by
reading
Haru.
so fast?
I want to see, if
You don't have to be reading at times 2 speed, man.
if I thought, since the stream is going so slow, I might go more fast.
Really?
Suddenly, Haru is saved by a second Azuma from the fog.
Not the frog!
The magic frog!
The magic frog! Suddenly, this turned into a magical girl anime.
A magical assassin girl.
Yeah! Although, isn't that mostly every magical girl anime?
Kind of. Who explains that the other Azuma is Neo, bringing up the Azumas of the East and Kuzunohas of the West. While the Azumas practice in actual assassination techniques, the Kuzunohas come from a lineage of black arts users, although it's more like hypnosis. Azuma assumes that the lighting and incense probably contain a hypnotic effect as well. Haru wonders why Neo would try to kill her if she's just the arbitrator, but Azuma answers she never said she wasn't an assassin.
I just want to note something here. If you've noticed on the thing, for some reason, Azuma took the time to write down, East. I translated it into English, and it's she essentially took the time to write, Azuma's of the East, essentially. Which is really weird. It's a really weird detail to include.
Why is it weird?
Because, well, why would she bother writing the fact that she's a Azuma of the East when everyone in the situation knows?
I have no idea.
Haru stops there running to ask if Azuma is okay with everything going on, considering she may have manipulated her actions. Azuma says maybe she was directed to protect Haru unknowingly, but she has found something precious to her, which has led her to this moment. With a surprise katana through the wall, Haru's arm gets nicked, and Azuma shoots at the wall. The knife flies out of the shadows, but instead of hitting Azuma in the head, it goes through her head. And we see a little bit of a flash in relation to the tattoo that Neo has. Azuma shoots Neo's katana in two, but runs out of bullets, forcing the two into CQC, or Close Quarters Combat. Azuma tries to stab Neo with the knife, but with a kick, both of them end up with a knife in hand. So it's like, which one is the real Azuma, essentially?
I don't know. It's like a chicken and egg scenario.
Neo says she's going to kill Haru for her own sake, while Azuma says she thought Neo would be more logical then about this. When Neo says that again, it's all to prove a point that she is influenced, Haru reflects on everything Azuma has recently talked about. Azuma brings up how Neo has protected Haru all this time? What? Bringing up that she'd kill what Haru wants the most. Azuma manages to disarm Neo of her knife. When Neo punches Azuma back to Haru, it's revealed that Neo is the Azuma trying to protect Haru, and the actual Azuma is trying to kill Haru. Not confusing at all. Right?
Yeah, of course not.
With Neo's plan ruined, she tries to kill Haru herself, but Azuma gets Neo in the back of the knee with another knife to slow her down, turning Neo's blade back on her. Haru finally decides to defend herself, pick up a knife and charging at Azuma, so she's actually gonna go for the kill. Thankful for her protection in the first place. And we get a little bit of a flashback moment. And before the entire attack took place, Azuma wonders if Haru's ability is based on her will to live. Then a simply deadly solution won't work. If she can summon the will to kill Haru, then it proves it was her choice, and that's why she had to kill her. After catching Haru's knife in her hand, she plunges her own blade deep into Haru's chest. And Haru passes away, while Neo watches. It's like the last laugh for Neo in this moment. Neo faints from a chest wound. There's nowhere to where Azuma stabbed her. It's like Azuma stabbed her more in the central area, I'm pretty sure, but it's later shown on like one of the...
It really all depends where her plot armor was.
Oh, trust me, the plot armor is strong in this one. And you'll see what. You'll see why soon, chat. Leaving the cemetery, Neo is taken away by an ambulance, and Yuri announces that Azuma is the winner of Haru's black class. Yuri offers Azuma whatever prize she wants, but what Azuma decides will never come true now. However, at the black class graduation, the only student left is Haru herself. She survived.
What? You don't
And
say.
she promises to give everyone else their diplomas to Ataru. Even Neo is surprised to see Haru alive, and Yuri explains that it was all the injuries she had already suffered that protected her, in particular her titanium-laced ribs. Excuse me, what the...
Yeah, I know. That's even a bit of a far stretch for me.
I actually did some research before we even started the podcast in the first place about titanium laced ribs. The closest I found is titanium plated ribs, which is a real thing. Anita repeats what she learned from Haru to Yuri about how, as long as they live, there's a chance for forgiveness. Stepping out to the window, Neo tosses down a white rose, which represents innocence. And you want to take the next 2 points, which has given us a nice recap of everyone?
If you insist. While Haru sings her graduation song, Sumariko gets a notice from Inter-Cybernetics Corporation regarding their newest prototypes. But she turns it away, deciding to take up cooking instead. Souza makes peace with her long-lost love, saying it will probably be the last time she visits his grave since failing her assassination. Haruki has taken up work as a construction worker. Kyoko decides she needs to escape home, having to shoot down two of the nuns chasing after her. Takeshi is back in women's prison on yard duty pulling grass, with only a few years left to her sentence. Izuke is still annoyed to have failed her assassination and not got them a beachside property to live in.
Hey, at least they still got to go
In
to
a
the
shock
beach.
In a shock reveal, both Hitsugi and Shitaru are alive, but Shitaru is not in a talkative mood right now. Still conflicted over everything around Angel's trumpet, until that moment in a random internet cafe, Sheena has dedicated herself to be a hacker to expose Myojo Academy for everything they do. Mahiro tells Shinya that she can take care of herself now, ready to take on a vast world. Lastly, Azuma hangs out outside the auditorium, waiting for Haru to finish with her ceremony, shooting off her last answer to Kaiba Boy, and whatever she sends pleases him.
I just want to bring something up. I, before ever starting this podcast, I like Real Story of Devil is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this podcast in the first place.
Why is
Because
that?
remember the fact, remember what happened to Shitaru with the poison?
Yeah. Yeah, what about it?
How does she survive that?
The plot armor.
Well, I wanted to test this plot armor and see if I could figure out the size of the canister and figure out an actual volume for it. And I did that. I actually looked through the episodes, and the canister itself is it is really small. But it has 7 uses in that canister. And remember the moment where Shitaru holds the poison in her hand during the play and shows it to Hitsugi?
Yeah.
That moment actually gave me a good measurement to work with, because I could actually take the size of the female hand, because there's actual math to figure out hand size in relation to height. And it's essentially, if you take your height in inches and multiply it by 0.10 for women, you can actually get the size of a hand from wrist to the tip of the middle finger. I used Shitaru's height of 171 centimeters, which is 67.3 inches. Oh wait, I think I did the wrong. Whoops, I think I did the wrong numbers. But so I wrote this, I typed this all down, but I think I used the wrong numbers accidentally, which is embarrassing, to be honest. But it's like a really small canister of poison. With the numbers I got, the volume I ended up with was 27.2 cubic centimeters of liquid. Or the size of the actual volume. And considering it already had one use, the total I got from my math was 23.3 milliliters of poison. Although, considering I used the wrong math, it's actually probably a bit less, probably closer to 20 milliliters. The only thing I couldn't figure out is what type of poison it was. But apparently it was not enough to kill Chitauri, just to hospitalize her.
Is it arsenic?
Hmm?
Couldn't it have been arsenic?
No, because arsenic you don't need as much to kill someone. I did consider the fact that like the assassin name for Hitsuki is Angel's Trumpet, so it might be the poison of Angel's Trumpet. Like I could, in terms of research, I couldn't go that much further. But if anyone out there is a poison expert, I'm just curious. What does Hitsugi actually use as a poison?
Because I have no idea what the
Yeah,
poison is, to be honest.
because it looks yellow in the episode, but it might just be because we're sort of seeing Chitaru's hand through it. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because that is actually something I did research in like years ago for this particular episode where it's revealed that Chitaru survived the poison. Anyways, moving on to the very last point. We're at the end of episode 12, and with the episode title being Yue ni Sekai wa blank ni Michite Iru, or therefore the world is full of blank. This time around, I think a really perfect answer to this is Kanose, or say, I because it's like SEI, it's like say, Kanose, or possibilities, and ties into Kaiba, into what Kaiba wanted for Asuma all along, to make her own choice in life. And I feel like that's a really good a really solid answer to end off with. What do you think? Like, do you have an answer, Bailey?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Do you have your own answer?
No, I do not. The world is full of sin.
Sin.
Yes.
The world is full of assassins.
Assassin.
But yeah, I feel like possibility is a good answer because it really just covers every possible answer as well. With that, we've reached the end of Real Story of Devil. I don't know how well the stream went because Twitch being weird and all that. Next week we've got a game. We got a game for Bailey to play, and I'm taking some inspiration from Dead Meat, which honestly this whole podcast is slightly inspired by Dead Meat. Like the Dead Meat podcast. But we're going to be doing Guess the Kill next week, where Bailey's going to try and guess 20 kills from different anime that we have covered on the podcast.
Emphasis on but try.
Well, for this particular game, there's both the anime and the character to guess. And there's points in both of those. So I hope to see you next week, where Bailey has to guess kills. Like, I can't do audio though, that's the only thing. So it's gonna be all description based. Hopefully Bailey flubs this one.
Hopefully I flub.
You know, fail.
Yeah, I know. I was like, why? Why are you after that?
Because it would be interesting. I'm rooting for your failure, so when you succeed, it's much more entertaining.
Okay.
You better go and study up, Bailey.
I better.
But for today, for YouTube today, links will be in the description to both of my channels and both of Bailey's channels for you to check out. Also the Twitch, so that you know when the next stream is happening. Don't forget to subscribe and the notification bell so the next video comes out. A ding, a ding, ding, ding.
Don don. Don don.
I'm Psycrafter.